Hello, and welcome back to another try-on haul. I haven't done one of these in a very long time. What a great time for me to come back. We are having a massive mid-year sale for YoungLA and YoungLA for her, including old drops, restocks, and a brand new drop coming for the men's and women's on July 15th at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. As always, code Kayla. It's going to save you not 15%, but 20% for a limited time. That will include the collaborations, the new drops, and the restocks on the men's and women's side. So if anything in this video helps you out today, or you just want to support your girl, code Kayla at checkout. All right, we are in my new house and we have all our clothes here. We have this wonderful screen on the back to tell you what to do, code Kayla. Take you guys through the women's drop as well as some of the men's items that I grabbed. I'm gonna put all of my sizing and normal details on the screen for you guys right now, and any of the drop details that you need to know. All of the pricing is gonna be on the screen. The pricing that you see on the screen is going to be with the 20% off discount code. So just be aware of that. It is not an additional 20% on top of what the price on the screen is. That is the price using code Kayla at checkout. The collaboration pieces with Tom and Jerry are gonna go the fastest. You guys know all our collaborations always sell out immediately. The Superman collab sold out in I think 3 minutes, and a lot of you guys DM'd me pretty mad about it. Hey, I don't make the orders. They're doing what they can, okay? YoungLA and YoungLA Fur is growing really, really fast, and they're doing their best. These orders are placed 8 months, probably 8 to 6 months in advance. That being said, they can't project that, hey, we're gonna be growing this much. You just it's a guessing game. This is our July 15th vintage drop, so we got a lot of stuff to go through. A lot of new favorites for me too. I've been wearing a ton of stuff. I just got it. I've already been going through everything, taking a ton of pictures too. You probably already seen them if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok. If you don't,
what are you doing?
Let's start off with the Midi Wife Lover. They nailed these, and I have one on at the moment, okay? They're the perfect length. You'll see it on the screen. Super stretchy. They actually come back to place when you stretch them out. They're very soft, they're thin. Like, these are the perfect it girl top. You're gonna want this in probably a bunch of different colors. They're also gonna be pretty cheap. Minimal branding. The only logo that you're gonna see on there is on that bottom tab, so there's nothing crazy about it at all. All coming in pretty basic colors. You're always gonna want a gray, a white, and a black. That's personally what I need. I don't have a white, so like I'm gonna need a white. I am wearing a size medium in this, but I could 100% go to a size small, probably an extra small if I really wanted to. They're very stretchy, but they are form fitted. They're not gonna cut off circulation. They're not super, super compressive. They're just form fitted. So I would say stay true to size or size down if you want it to be a little bit more snug. One of my absolute favorite things dropping in this drop is the off-duty pant. These are made for straight baddies, if you know what I'm saying. They're very, very baggy. I have a size medium, that's what I'm wearing in them. I should have had a size probably extra small, would have been fine. They are massively oversized, so just be aware of that. Huge like barrel opening, massive on the bottom, but the cool thing about it is you can tie it with the strings, so we love that if you want it a little bit more cinched. But overall, these are really, really baggy. I would say do not size up on these. Either stay true to size if you want extreme bagginess, or size down if you want them to be not enormous. Okay, that's what I would say on that. The really cool thing about these, you can see we have one right here thrown in there. There's one in the pocket thrown in there. Like, it's basically like a custom camo YoungLA. Like here, there's a different logo down here at the bottom. Can you guys see that? And I think these will probably sell really fast. Anything camo is always gonna sell fast, so just be aware of that. It does have drawstrings so you can adjust it. And the other cool thing it has is it does have a button and a zipper. So it's not just a drawstring, which can be annoying and get loose. There's a security before the security, if you know what I'm saying, if that makes any sense. It makes sense to me, so hopefully it makes sense to you. These are super, super thin, like very, very thin, perfect summertime baggy pants. You can throw them over like a pair of boxers or anything like that. This is the only logo that we have on the back. To choose one, I say go loud and go camo. But if you do want the camo, they're gonna sell pretty quickly. Moving on to the vintage baby tee. These are just like our normal baby tees. They're pretty thin. They're super, super stretchy, and we just have some cool designs going on. I really do like this one. I love just the cream aspect in it not being white. You guys know I love a white t-shirt, but I have 500 of them. They're giving like 90s babies t-shirt graphic tee vibe, and I love that. These are a size medium. I could 100% get away with an extra small if I really wanted it to, but I would say stay true to size. If you want it a lot tighter, size down. Be a little bit looser, go ahead and size up. Taking a look at the vintage oversized t-shirts. You guys know me, I'm a sucker for an oversized tee. The best way to describe these, like material wise, I'll put it on the screen what I'm talking about, but that's kind of similar to this material. It's thin, but it's double brushed, so it's super, super soft. It's like a puff logo print. It does have a lot of texture and it is raised. If I had to choose one, I would choose this one. Look at how sick that is. I just like it. It's giving rock star, okay? These are a size medium. Like I said, they are over oversized. Stay true to size. If you want it super, super baggy, size up. If you want it a little bit smaller, you can size down, but I would say just stay true to size across the board. Taking a look at the denim shorts, these are going to be a 3.5 inch inseam, and I would say stay true to size on these. Not super stretchy. They have a stretch to them. They definitely don't really have that much stretch to them. This light color is my favorite. We do have a like leopard looking one. I don't know how well these are gonna sell because this is a very loud print in my opinion. Super thin. Your butt's not hanging out of them. If you really wanted to, you could probably roll them, but I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, hey, to each their own. Cool logo on the back there. I think that's so sick. And then no other branding across the board. They sit properly. Like my butt wasn't hanging out of them, which I love, but I did feel covered. And then the waistband wasn't squeezing around my waist so uncomfortable and like giving me like a muffin top. If you're someone who has a really, really tiny waist, but you have bigger glutes and legs, we have an adjustable strap within the waistband, which a lot of YoungLA for her items have been having lately. And it's amazing because a lot of people who shop YoungLA or YoungLA for her, they do have that kind of like hourglass shape, which gives you that smaller waist but bigger glutes because we be in the gym and stuff. So shout out YoungLA for her for always thinking of us baddies out there. But very simple, minimal. I do feel these will sell really, really fast just because I don't know if we've done a jean short like this before, especially a pretty basic one that everyone's gonna want as a staple in their closet for the summer. Stay true to size on these, or if you want, you can size down, but there is no stretch, like I said. So if you're in between, just go with this true to size. Taking a look at the classic tube top. I'm not a tube top girly. This is not something I would typically go for at all. I just hate the idea of always pulling something up. I think it's annoying, and the idea of like my boobs possibly coming out, like I just don't want to play games with that. So I just don't wear a tube top. But I won't lie, they did get the fitting really good on these. So I wore this around the house. I had a cute fit on. I had the camo pants on and I had the white tube top on, and it was really cute. So I was just around the house doing stuff and I didn't really find myself pulling them up too much. The only thing you do need to know about the tube top is, especially the white one, so it is double lined on the whole front side, and then on the back it's like single lined, so it's thicker here. You're definitely going to be able to see a little bit of like nipples slightly, so if you want to wear like nipple pads you can. I would say they nailed the fit. This is a size medium. I could probably get away with a size small and it probably would never move. It would just be really, really tight. Stay true to size on these if you really want it to be super suckered tight. I don't know what I'm looking for. If you want it really, really tight, just size down. If you don't, stay true to size. Only branding is going to be there, that rubberized logo on the side. I don't know what it says on it, but it's kind of giving vintage. This would be dope with the camo pants because it's very like loud. We're not just showing up, we're running the game. Big goals, big win, and we're only getting started. Okay, slay design team. You popped off for that and we really do love you for it. Cotton elastane in there, so they are a little stretchy, but they don't have any rubberized things on them like we've had ones in the past. Taking a look at the day off shorts. Now, these are giving your like classic Adidas style vibe of like a summer short, which I love. I think the biggest missing piece here is the material is just, it's not it for me. It may be it for you. It's giving old school gym, not stretchy. It's just not a comfortable material, I don't think. If you don't care about that and you just like the look, cool, grab them. But I despise this material. Probably would have preferred a medium. So if you're someone who likes the form fitted, stay true to size. If you're someone who you want a little bit baggier fit, for sure size up in these. But just know that this material is not stretching. Your sweat's gonna be seen right through it. They're not comfortable in my opinion. 100% polyester. That is why I hate it. You have that cool design there on the front that's rubberized, and then 4 stripes going down. Close, but not close enough for Kayla. If you like them, snag them. But me, it's a no-go. Taking a look at the old school windbreaker, this jacket is unreal. I don't know what it's priced at. You're gonna see it on the screen. I haven't looked at it. Like if I was in a really high-end store, this is what I would expect to see in that high-end store. That's how nice this material is and well thought out this jacket is. I could have this for years and years on end and it would be fun. That's how crazy the material is. We have that awesome, beautiful logo on the back, which I'm obsessed with. It's coming in 2 colors. You got this one, and you also have like a black and gray, but it's kind of giving like cowboy, like cheerleader theme, retro 90s vintage theme. So I'm all on board for this jacket. This is in my definitely top 3 items from this whole drop. Mesh in the inside, and it goes mesh into the sleeves as well. So just be aware of that. I know mesh can be annoying for some people. It's not like lightweight, but it's lightweight with a little bit hefty to it. It's just high quality. That's what I have to say. I am obsessed with it. I don't think that this will sell out fast. If you are thinking about getting it, I would just go ahead and snag it because of the 20% off sale. Moving on to the soft serve hoodie and the soft serve joggers. Now, these are not nearly as thick as some joggers we made in the past. They're a little bit thinner, not by much, but they are a little bit thinner as we're going to the summertime, or we're technically in the summertime. They are oversized. I have a mediums in tops and bottoms, so they're a little bit more oversized than if I stayed with the small, which would be more true to my size, but I prefer a baggier fit. We have a few different designs on the back. This is like one of our newer designs, which I think is super cute and cool. It is puffy, like printed, which I like. I think it gives it way more texture. It's fleece in the inside, so it's gonna be super, super fuzzy, like I said, but it's not very thick. It's a little bit thinner than our typical fleece items would be. Just naturally oversized, nothing too crazy. Small logo on the front for all of them, and then there's just two different designs, which I show you on the screen as well on the back. But this like gray, white, blue going on, obsessed with it. I really, really like that one. That's my color I would choose out of all of them. True to size / oversized, so either stay true to size or size down if you don't want it too baggy. Taking a look at the Legacy Flow shorts, I love these. I really, really do. I know you're like, you always say that. No, these, I would throw all of mine away and go with these. I'm not a big butt shunts girl. I'm not a big girl who likes a front seam. I'm just like, I like comfort and I like a longer inseam. 6.25 inch inseam, which is what I prefer. I don't want short shorts running up my booty. Some of you guys do, but I don't, okay? So leave me alone. But we have really cool stitching on the side that really accentuates the glutes, and it looks really pretty, as you can see on my glutes on the screen. No logo on the back, so we love that. There's always a logo usually plastered here. Where the logo is on the side of the Legacy Flow short. So we love that. I absolutely love these a lot. They make the glutes look really good, but they're just like a comfort legging. Obviously, yes, work out in them, but I say they're all about comfort and performance in my opinion, and not so much like, look at my butt, you know, which sometimes I just like don't want that. I want this. This is what I want majority of the time. So shout out Legacy Flow. We love her. We really do. Looking at the Legacy Flow legging, same exact thing with the short. You have like that side design going on there with that little crisscross. No front seam, nothing on the back, and then you just have a small logo somewhere. Where is she? Monochrome logo right there that's rubberized. So super subtle branding. Oh, and then there's one on the waistband too. Can barely see it, but it is rubberized and it is there. Very soft. They're a little bit more thicker than like our seamless for sure. Kind of giving like a double brush almost, because they are very soft on the outside. 70% nylon, 30% spandex. The waistband's a lot more relaxed. Smalls across the board, and the waistband is definitely way more lax. So if you are in between sizes, go ahead and size down. Either stay true to size or size down, because that waistband was a lot looser. Everything else fit comfortably, but that waistband was looser than a normal waistband. And the good thing about these colors is it will pair with a Legacy bra that we already have out. Taking a look at the Tom and Jerry collaboration drop. This is super cool, very iconic, very childhood-like, and it goes along with the vintage vibe that we have going on from the men's and women's side. So this is my favorite hoodie of all of them. It's a terry cotton, which, oh, you guys know I love, but it's like a fleece terry cotton. Am I making it up? I'm making it up. It says 82% cotton, 18% polyester. But like, why the outside feel like this? The outside feels like vintage cotton, soft, light. So that's why I really like this. I don't always love a fleece. It does have some of that fleece going on in there, but it's not as heavy as like our soft serve jogger and hoodie. There's puff print here, and then this is more like screen printed into there. So I love this one. This is giving very vintage, very Tom and Jerry, very love her. Oh, and then we have that across the back. I didn't even know. I don't know if I showed that on the side, and you'll see this in all the hoodies and the t-shirts with the Tom and Jerry collab. So how cool is that? Like, what? Who you doing it? How they do that? How they get here? They are oversized, so if you want to stay baggy fit, stay true to size. You want to size down, go ahead and size down, but you don't need to size up on these. They're already naturally oversized. Okay, I believe I took you through all of the women's items as fast as I absolutely could. I hope I'm not boring you, but now it's time to get into a few of the men's items that are my favorite. There is a ton dropping from the men's side. Just know that I only grabbed a few pieces that I knew I would love and wear all the time. Trying to be better about getting a bunch of clothes I'm not gonna be wearing all the time. Just know that there's way more to see there. And if you guys wanna go preview what's actually dropping, what the prices are, like on a deeper look and plan your buy, you can go to the website, link below, and preview the entire drop from the women's and the men's side with a discounted price already from code Kayla. The vintage Uni Crewneck or hoodie, I think that's what this is called. This is gonna sell so fast, I already know, because one, I know the hoe is gonna love this, but also because this is sick. And I know that YoungLA is more towards like a lot of younger kids and boys, and this is very college-esque, right? Hence the name Uni. Obsessed. It has like dirty, like washed look to it. Some of you guys are like, why the fuck am I buying dirty looking clothes? It looks cool. Like, I'm a big fan of it. I think it's sick. Logoing on the back, it is fleece. It's not a super heavy fleece, it's a little bit of a thinner fleece, but it gives that vintage look that I'm obsessed with. It gives dirty, but I like it, okay? It's gonna sell really quick. This is a size small. They're already naturally oversized, and they are a little bit cropped, which I like. So they're not super, super long. It's giving wide, but it's giving a little bit shorter. So big fan, big fan, big fan. These will sell very quickly. Taking a look at the vintage tees. I think I'm totally making that up. I don't know what they're called. You'll see on the screen. I love a t-shirt that feels like you've worn it a million times, but also looks like, you know, like it looks like it's gone through a few generations. That's a t-shirt that I love. Like a high school tee that you're like, oh my God, I love that. It's got some holes in it. It's super soft, but it's light and thin because it's been washed 500 times. Yeah. That's what these are. That's why I had to snag 2 of them, because I knew I was gonna wear them all the time, and I had to get them in like basic colors. I got a small in one and a medium in the other because I clearly could not make them up mine. So I went with both. Very, very soft. They do have natural, just distressed, and holes all over them, nothing on the back. Wash looking YoungLA. Obsessed. We got 2 pairs of joggers. This has one of our new logos on it, which I am obsessed with. So think of our normal track pants that we have, but these are giving very much like represent. If you guys know what represent is, that's what these are giving, and I absolutely love them. Stripe doesn't go all the way down the side. It kind of forms here. We got zipper pockets. We have really cool, it's like giving like baseball lace vibes for the strings. And then on the bottom, it also has clasps. So it's an open bottom straight leg. They're baggy. A button if you want to clip them. I don't know what that does, because it's literally like, it closes at like 2 centimeters, but I think the look and the appeal is sick. Because it has that represent vibe, it really screams expensive. Okay, it does, but they're not. They're great quality, but it does scream very expensive and bougie and Balenci / represent vibes. So I like them. They have that like mesh feeling that's super comfortable. It's nothing crazy. Big fan of those. Had to get them, coming in some pretty cool colors. Then of course I had to snag these Adidas looking pants. I, as a child, if I can find a picture, I'll put it on the screen if you're still here, anyone's watching, had a pair of Adidas pants that wore pink, and they had a navy blue stripe and lettering, and I wore those until they had a gaping hole in the crotch. Like I would consistently wear them. Shout out mom, if I doubt she's watching this, but she knows. They had so many stains on them, I always wore them to school. So when I saw these, I said, yes, absolutely, you're coming home with me. So with the black and cream colored, literal OG feeling material of those Adidas sweatpants that I think they're Adidas originals and people still wear them till this day. They're fire, they're dope. 2 stripes on the side, 1 zipper pocket, 1 isn't a zipper, 1 is a zipper, so I like that. And then they do have a zip at the bottom, so you can unzip them if you want to do more of like a flare look. Shout out the cat fur, but you do have a little bit of like fuzzy fleece on the inside. Nothing crazy. Basic kind of college looking branding on the side there. That's rubberized, but that's it. I wear a size medium in both sweats because I want them to be oversized. If I go down to a small, they're usually slightly tight on the glutes, and I don't want that. I want them to be very baggy, so I always size up in the men's stuff. The last item I'm actually wearing, they're super fire. I love the acid wash. They're super baggy. Like, I don't know why I'm showing you, because you can already see them on the screen, but I love them a lot. I went with a dusty blue because I have a million black sweatpants and shorts. I was like, bro, you don't need another one. So I went with the cool dusty blue vibe. They're sick. I think they'll sell out pretty quickly. A lot of this stuff will, because it's a sale, and also they're pretty basic pieces, which people love that. Collaboration stuff will go really quick. Y'all know that too. But that is everything that is going to be dropping on July 15th, and is going to be 20% off using code KAYLO. It's normally 15, but for the mid-year sale, it's gonna be 20% off. If this helped you in any way, you love this, let me know down below. But also go ahead and use my code. It will support me directly, and it shows me that you guys love me and that you love these videos that I'm making. Also, if you like and subscribe, that's gonna show me too that you love me and you love me making these videos. That's it. I'm happy to be back on YouTube. If you guys haven't watched my previous, video or two, I'm here, okay? I'm cooking. We're back to cooking. So like, don't get tired of me. Get used to me, okay? Okay. That's all I got for you, really. Oh, 2 p.m. CST, 3 p.m. EST, 12 p.m. PST. Did I say that right? Patown. It's beautiful, huh? Say, mommy, take me for a walkie. Right, I gotta go eat breakfast. Bitch, what time is it? 6? It's 6 p.m. I need to go eat dinner. Bro, I can't speak right now, so I'm gonna go eat dinner. I jump on a call. And yeah, I just love you guys, and I'm super happy to be back on camera. I like have my personality back, She's back.